From historic town centres to world-famous landmarks, the UK's built heritage is all around us. But the work that goes into preserving those places often goes unseen. The Institute of Historic Building Conservation represents professionals working to protect and adapt historic buildings across the country.
We're the professional body of the United Kingdom representing conservation specialists and historic environment practitioners in the public and private sectors. We exist to establish the high standards of conservation practice, support the effective protection and enhancement of the historic environment, and to promote heritage-led regeneration and access to the historic environment for all.
Members of the Institute come from a wide range of fields, from planners and architects to consultants and conservation officers, all working to ensure historic places are able to maintain and adapt for modern life. But McDonald says there's a common misconception about who actually does that work.
People sort of think that we're all these conservation officers, but as I said earlier, over half of us work in the private sector, advising private clients, larger bodies, other institutions on looking after their buildings and areas, writing conservation management plans, so on and so forth, and advising them how to make their, if they want to extend or enlarge their buildings or improve them, and advising them on the right way to do it.
For McDonald, that work often means balancing preservation with improvements, something he experienced firsthand during his time working in South Kensington on the Natural History Museum.
You might not be aware of it, but on the sort of western side of it, it's had a couple of very large extensions, quite modernist extensions, and it was a challenge to try and get that right so that the extensions weren't dominating the main building, but were seen as complementary to it, quite different, but nevertheless complementary to the building. And I think they actually worked. They worked very well in how they turned out.
After decades working in conservation and now leading the Institute, McDonald's contribution to historic building preservation has been recognized with an OBE. His investiture is set for July.
The whole thing about the historic environment is it's good for people's health and well-being, apart from anything else, apart from keeping all these buildings and places in good order. Everybody enjoys being in the historic environment, and all the studies have shown that actually it's good for people's health as well. So it's a nice thing just to give a message about, I think.
These historic spaces give us all a sense of continuity and belonging. Protecting them takes careful planning, expertise, and, as McDonald puts it, a deep understanding of their value beyond what you can see. For London TV, I'm Cait Medearis.